So it is time to know God as a Father who redeems. It's a season to know God as a Redeemer. Many have given up on God. Many have lost hope. But you know what? When you are down there, God comes and redeems you. Redemption saves God's children from destruction. Now, when you are tired, when you don't know what to do anymore, God redeems you with His power of redemption. It's time to experience the redemption power of God. Now, it's only the power of redemption that can save God's children. Yeah. It's only the power of redemption that can save God's children. Not only sinners. Redemption is not only for sinners, but also those that God has chosen for His work. Has God chosen you? Has God chosen you for His work? Is there something that God has told you? I need you. I have chosen you for 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you need this redemption. When you are tired, when you don't know what to do anymore, when you have reached the end of the road, when you don't know who to turn to, when things are tough, God comes and redeems. Expect the redemption of God in your life. So not only sinners, but those that God has chosen for His work, God redeems their strength. Now, where there is redemption, there is restoration. Please mark these points. I began by saying that redemption saves God's children from destruction. And now I'm saying that where there is redemption, there is restoration. So it's where God redeems, He restores. There is restoration to His children. Restoration takes place. Where there is redemption, there is restoration. Before Job could lose faith and hope in God, God redeemed him. God restored him. Because when God redeemed him, He restored him. For where there is redemption, there is restoration. And Job says something that was very powerful. In the book of Job chapter 19, verse 25 down to 27, the Bible says, for I know, please pay attention, for I know that my Redeemer liveth. Job was going through a lot. He was faced by adversity. Job lost everything. You know the story of Job. The children died. The wealth he had in one day. Even his wife said, curse God and die. So it was the friends that came him, instead of comforting him and bringing good messages from God, they told him, hey, they condemned him. So he was just there like alone in this world. But he says something. Job 19 verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth. I love this assurance with Job. I love this confidence in this man of God that God had chosen. That is why when Satan came, God asked him, have you seen my servant Job? There is none like him. An upright man, a righteous man. So God had chosen Job to manifest His glories here on earth. But look at what he's going through right now. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that He shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Well, that's an assurance from this man. Things are not working now. Yes, things are tough for me, but I know that my Redeemer liveth. Can that be your faith? How is the business doing? How is the marriage doing? How are the kids? What is the situation around your finances? For Job, it was worse. He was a billionaire of his time, one of the richest guys. but he lost everything in a day. And that was not enough. The devil struck him with boils. And he says, for I know that my Redeemer lives, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin, what's that? Verse 26. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. This man has so much confidence in his Redeemer. You will know God as a Redeemer. You are going to know him, your Father in heaven, as a Redeemer. Job knew him as a Redeemer. And he says, I know that my Redeemer liveth. I know. When he says, I know my Redeemer liveth, he is activating restoration. He is prophesying restoration in his life. He is declaring, though I have lost everything, though everything is gone, but God is going to restore me. Oh, pay attention. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. I came to speak to you. You will know God as a Redeemer. In that flesh, not in the spirit, not after this life. In that flesh, you will see your Redeemer. You will see God. You will know him as a Redeemer. Verse 27 says, whom I shall see for myself. You will see for yourself. You will see the Redeemer for yourself. And he says, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another. Your eyes, not another. Wow. Though my reins be consumed within me. So the situation with Job now is not good, it's bad. But he is so confident that my Redeemer liveth. I leave you with this word, that I need you to know that your Redeemer lives. It doesn't matter what you're saying, begin to confess positive. It was tough for Job, but his confession was positive. He says, I know that my Redeemer lives. I know that my Redeemer liveth. Even though worms, he could see worms eating up his skin, boils everywhere. He was scratching himself, and then at that stage he says, my Redeemer liveth. This is your encouragement today, that your Redeemer liveth, and you will see him in your flesh, not after death. Yes. Oh, God is going to reintroduce himself in your life as a Redeemer, as a Redeemer. What does the Bible say in Job 42 verse 10? Let's see what God did after Job confessing positive and speaking, saying that God is my Redeemer. Job 42 verse 10 says, and the Lord turned the captivity of Job. That word, the Lord turned, it means restored. So, and the Lord restored Job. Where there is redemption, when you know him as a Redeemer, when he shows up in your life as a Redeemer, then he restores. God restored Job. Let's see what happened. When he prayed for his friends, also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. There was double restoration for Job. Where there is redemption, there is restoration. May you be restored of your fortunes. May you be restored of the joy of salvation. May you be restored of your marriage. May you be restored of affection. May there be restoration in every area of your life. Job chapter 20 verse 15, the Bible says, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. What is that? That is restoration. What the devil has swallowed up, what the devil has destroyed, they